Like many of you out there, I am deeply, deeply in love with Africa. Not because it's perfect, far from it. Life in Africa, just like many other places around the world, has its own challenges, but it comes with a lot of perks. One of the perks that come with living in Africa is what I describe as a soft life due to the very low cost of labor. So this afternoon, as you can see from this video, we are spending time at our favorite barber shop in Kisumu, getting a little bit of TLC, aka soft life or baby boy treatment. And I want to tell you all about this experience. I want to tell you what goes on in these places that keeps diaspora men coming back over and over again. In fact, I come here literally every week, even though I only have about 2% of my hair left on my head. Now, keep in mind that this same service, maybe even less, in Long Beach, it cost me about $50 to just go get a haircut. When in Kisumu, I often spend less than $10 for even more. So friends, welcome to Kisumu. If you're new to our channel, I'm a Kenyan American who is doing everything possible to return permanently to the village. And in the process, I help other folks who have similar minds with things like construction, real estate, and things like that. So if you need support with that, feel free to reach out using the number that I post below. So for today, join me and let's have a conversation about what goes on behind the scenes in this Kenyan barbershop. And I'm talking about modern Kenyan barbershop. So just to give you background, I was raised at a time back in the 80s and 90s when haircuts were usually given using tailoring scissors. Some of you who are about my age might remember what that was like. And by the way, it didn't matter whether you were male or female. All of us got haircuts and we all looked exactly the same as kids. And typically this was my mom's job. She would call you, you sit down between her legs. She would ask you to take off your shirt, hold your ears, and get shaven. And once in a while, there would be accidents. She would slice something. And if you're wiggling too much, you might end up getting a little bit of ngoto. And when it's all done, you literally look like somebody took a slasher to your head. Now, things evolved to manual razors, which were often used in some dingy corridors for kinyozis, where you'll find like hand-drawn pictures of men with beards and things like that. And often they played some really loud, obnoxious music. And then after the manual razors, they move on to electric razors in men's only barbershop. And basically, these places were set up for you to walk in, get a haircut, get some hot sauce, aka spirit, and go home. And unfortunately for us at the time, if power went out, your head remains as it is where you stopped. So first forward to 2025, a barbershop in Kenya is a completely whole new experience, especially barbershop in big cities like Kisumu, Nairobi, and Mombasa. The modern barbershop really is sort of like a mini oasis where a man can, for a few minutes, walk in, forget his many problems, challenges, and demands, and just relax and enjoy being pampered for a change. Now, for me, this is really me time central. And so, as you can tell, the modern barbershop in Kenya is no longer a men's only affair. In fact, more than half of the folks that work here are women. And forgetting about the massages and the extras, there's this thing here, and I'll show you a picture in a second, whose name I don't know. I've been told, I've never used it, but I've been told that when this thing gets to your clean-shaven hair, you might even get a heart attack. So I've never tried it, but I hear it'll take you to some level that is hard to describe in words. Now, I would think that perhaps due to competition, many barbershops in Kenya have sort of differentiated their work by introducing women, particularly who are involved in washing hair, massages, manicures, pedicures. They run errands even as you sit there. In fact, they even wash shoes. Oftentimes, I come here with my shoes dirty from the farm. By the time I leave, my shoes are sparkling clean. And all that is at no extra cost to the customer. And the menu sometimes actually might even include facial scrub, which excuse me, which for me, I really had no idea what that was until I walked into this place. They would include facial scrub, waxing, and sometimes in some barbershop, they even include twerking. I've not seen twerking in this particular shop that we go to, but I've seen some barbershops with twerking services made available. But in all, the barbershop has turned into this place where men stop in not only for haircut and a shave, but also to fraternize with friends and just simply switch off from daily realities. As you walk in, the smell of cherry, wintergreen, apple, and butternut flavored pipe, and other things that I don't even know, mixed with the scent of hair tonic, spirit, oils, and neck powders, simply takes down all of your defenses right away. These aromas, in some ways, sort of become so ingrained even on the seats and every fabric you find in the shop. Every nook and cranny simply smells all of these things combined. And it's really powerful when you walk in and you sit down. Now, the moment a man steps inside, he is immediately enveloped in a warm, welcoming familiarity and is immediately able to relax, feel at ease, and as soon as the hot, wet, white towel hits his face, I promise you his care simply melt away. It is quite an experience. I don't know whether my words are doing justice to what the experience really is, but it is quite an experience. Now, as you walk into, one of the things that strikes you right away is the music. And oftentimes I have to ask, what music is that? Or I use the apps on my phone to figure out, because this is one place where I get to pick up the new songs or the new music that is trending either in Kenya or in the world. So you walk in, they have really good speakers playing amazing music. You notice the wall art, the beautiful people everywhere, the smiles. And in between the banter, jokes are told, laughs are had, and pretty much everybody's involved. The barbers, the customers getting their hair cut, the customers waiting to get a haircut, and even just random people walking in and out. It's simply an experience that, as I say, it is very hard to put in words. This particular barbershop that I was showing earlier, in fact, we just done. I had to come back earlier today, and that's why you're looking at me doing some laundry after that entire experience. But in any case, this is a barbershop that I was introduced to by my late brother, and my brother was so well known in town, and he would just walk in and people just offer service. And we've been patronizing them for a few years. So it's a place I'm very familiar with. So after some time, like I say, you walk in, it's the music, it's the people talking, then you sit down. They clean it up. And then for me, one of the things I really enjoy is when they sit down and they recline. They kind of push some button and then you recline into this plush, old school barber chair. And I almost fall asleep right away. Every single time. Then they wrap a hot towel around your face. They massage you with some lemon-based cream that simply cleans out all of your pores, including the ones you didn't even think existed on your face. And after that, several more hot towels are applied. Very clean hot towels. And by that time, I'm barely awake. And then the shave starts. Very gentle. The guys really know what they're doing. Very gentle, every part of your hair. And of course, for me, my 2% of hair doesn't take a whole lot to cut, but they take their time. It doesn't feel like somebody's in a hurry to get somewhere. They take their sweet times. In fact, usually when I'm going to cut my hair, I don't plan anything else because I often spend anywhere from 2 to 4 hours in this space because they are in no rush at all to really give you the baby boy treatment. And so the shaving goes on, they take care of your hair, they do the arches, and then they come to your beard. Trim it exactly the way it's supposed to be. And then after that, the ladies take you to the next station where you're going to wash your hair. And they spend nearly an hour washing your head, applying like 56 different creams, magic potions, and other things that I will never know. Then the massage comes in. They massage in some cocoa butter to soften your beard. They massage your neck, they stretch your upper extremities, back and chest, and trust me, at this point, you cannot even remember your name, what day it is, the time of the year. You're just living. And with a smile, they then invite you to the pedicure and manicure section. Dip your feet in some hot water with something else. Then they scrub all the calluses, including the ones that you inherited from a dagger, your great-great-grandmother. All the calluses are gone. And to finish you off completely, you get another hot towel wrapped on your face, along with a final facial massage with a soothing vanishing cream. And you may not believe this. If you live in diaspora, this is probably unbelievable. All of that would cost you less than $15, which you would never get anywhere in the US that I've lived in. I'm sure there are places that shaving is cheaper, but all this usually costs less than $15. And of course, as a diasporan, the tips will come. And those tips go a long way. Once they see you, they attend to you in ways that you will not believe. By the time you're all done, when you step out of the barber shop, you feel like a new man, ready to take on the world. So folks, if you're wondering what the experience is like, I hope I was able to describe it as best as possible. And like I said, you have never lived until you've experienced the pleasures of a great shave at a proper Kenyan barbershop. Friends, welcome to Kisumu, and if you've never tried this, I highly recommend it. Check it out. Any of these barbershop in the cities, try it out. Trust me, your life will be complete when you're all done. Well, thank you again for listening, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye.